What's funny is I actually think that it's the dumb people who do the best sometimes. Now, I've always been a major overthinker, which can be both a curse and a blessing. Now, when it comes to businesses, it's probably been more of a curse until I learned to control it, because I always used to think that building an online business was super complicated, which is why so few actually succeeded at it. But the truth is actually the exact opposite. It's actually way simpler than I originally thought. And although it isn't easy, it's simply a matter of consistency and persistence, putting in the right inputs over and over and over without drifting off course and trying to find a better or faster way to do it. Like, I honestly used to overthink everything, and I still kind of deal with it, and I catch myself a lot and try and kind of recenter and figure it out and not overthink. Like, a prime example is the outreach strategies with my agency. Like, I would constantly overthink outreach strategies because I'd hear this guy talk about cold email, this guy talk about cold DMs, this guy talk about cold calling, running ads, building a personal brand, like whatever it was. Like, there's a gazillion different things out there that you can do, and I would end up bouncing from thing to thing to thing, trying to figure out the best or fastest method to do it. Another thing I would overthink is like the right niche for my agency. Like, I bounced from e-commerce to realtors to all kinds of different things, just trying it and testing it out, because I was trying to find the niche that I could get the best and easiest results for, and also get the best and easiest clients, or have the easiest way of landing clients, or whatever else. I even bounced around from like different business models, whether it was coaching, agency, drop shipping, like all this stuff. Like, I bounced around a lot there too. And then even with like overthinking, such as thinking about like the what ifs or the hypotheticals, or worrying about the stuff that I honestly have no control over. Like, I think that's probably one of the things that the overthinkers out there could probably relate to the most, because we're constantly thinking about like worst case scenario, or what if this happens, or what if this happens, or what if it doesn't work out the way we want it to, and what if we try this, like maybe this will work better. Like, there's so many different things that we're constantly thinking about. And then lastly, because of the overthinking, I also bounced around from mentor to mentor, online course to online course, and I spent a shitload of money working with a lot of different people, and I don't regret it, because I've actually learned a lot of different ways to approach my business, landing clients, sales, like all this stuff, because I did spend so much bouncing around from different people and learning from a lot of different people and experts and stuff. So I don't regret that. However, I do believe that it did slow down my progress a lot versus just picking one person and sticking with them and their strategy and just going all in on that, which I'm actually going to talk about that here in just a bit. What's funny is I actually think that it's the dumb people who do the best sometimes, because if they go and find a mentor or somebody and pay them to teach them whatever it is that they're looking to do, hypothetically, if that person knows what they're talking about, the dumb person is probably going to take that process or system or step-by-step whatever and just implement it without a second thought. Like, they're just going to go and do it. Like, the person, the mentor, the expert is going to be like, all right, here's the blueprint, here's the steps, go do that. And the dumb person, as long as they've got discipline and obviously the willpower and stuff to actually go do the work, they're just going to go and do it. Like, they're not even going to really like think much of it. They're just going to follow the damn thing. Whereas the overthinkers, we like to break down the process and look at every single step and be like, I wonder if I could do this better. Or let me see if there's a better or easier or faster way to do this particular part. And we're constantly asking questions and trying to figure out a better way to do it, or a way to rearrange stuff, or maybe see if this guy's process can fit within here. All of that. Like, that's what us overthinkers, and honestly, even just like the smarter people do. Like, we're constantly analyzing that shit. It's almost like the turtle and the hare analogy a little bit. Like, the dumb person is the turtle who kind of just like slowly just sticks on the same path and just keeps going, doesn't really pay attention to anything else, just focuses on that and just keeps putting in the inputs and doing it. While the hare, us overthinkers, we're like constantly bouncing from all this different stuff, trying to find a better way to do it, a faster way to do it. Let's try this, let's try that. And then we never end up getting to the finish line because we're so busy overthinking and trying all this different shit versus just focusing on the proven path. So honestly, when it comes down to it, I think that patience, time, and consistency are the main things for why most people fail, especially the overthinkers. Because instead of just focusing on a proven path and sticking with it, we just bounce around from all these different things, trying this strategy or this, and trying this path or this path. And we're constantly looking at other things and having shiny object syndrome and all that fun stuff. And honestly, the hardest thing in the world is to keep doing the same thing every single day and putting the work in and showing up without seeing any results coming from it, yet every single day waking up and being like, I'm gonna go harder today. I'm going to push even harder. I'm going to work even harder, doing the same thing, even though I haven't seen any results yet. Like, honestly, there's that quote of the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, yet expecting a different result. The only problem with that quote is that in a lot of areas of life, sometimes you do have to do the same thing for a long period of time before you see any results come from it. And if you don't do it long enough and you bounce to other things, trying new stuff, you'll never actually end up getting to the result. A prime example is going to the gym. Like, you have to go to the gym and work out and do the same workouts and eat the same foods for a while before you see any results come from it. Like, if you only did it for a day, like you tried this new workout routine one day and this new nutrition or macro program for one day, and then you're like, oh, didn't work, let me try something else. Like, it's never going to work out that way if you're constantly bouncing from things. So you have to like commit to it for a long enough period of time before you're going to see any results. So yeah, so honestly, that quote is a little bit deceiving. But anyway, one of my favorite quotes actually is from Top Gun Maverick, when Maverick, or Tom Cruise, says, don't think, just do. Like, literally, I have that at the top of my Notion, which is what I use to kind of like do everything, basically, for my personal brand and my business and everything. At the top of it, I literally created a graphic that says, don't think, just do. Because I'm such an overthinker and I'm constantly analyzing shit. I just need to do the work and stop like thinking so much. But I absolutely love that quote. And it's such a badass movie, which if you haven't seen it, you're crazy. You need to watch that movie. Literally, I practically live by that quote of don't think, just do. And that movie, I think that Tom Cruise, or Maverick, he's mainly talking about trust your instincts, trust your gut, like let the skills and stuff that you've acquired take the action versus your brain and overthinking and messing you up. Which, I mean, in a way, it's kind of the same thing with working on the business and stuff. Like, trust your instincts, trust your gut on what it is that you need to do next and how to do this particular thing. Like, trust yourself, instead of overthinking stuff and worrying so much. Like, don't think, just do. And honestly, by doing that, when you stop thinking and you just do stuff, and you'll figure it out as you go. Like, obviously, you're going to make mistakes. Sometimes when you trust your instincts, you're going to mess up. Like, it's not like when you trust your instincts, you're going to be right and do the right thing all the time. But the point of it is that you at least did it and you took the action and you figured out, okay, that doesn't work, so let me try this. And then once again, you don't think, just do. You take the action, see if this new thing works. If it does, great, keep moving forward with that. If it doesn't, then you pivot again. But if you're still stuck back here thinking about what to do, then that's kind of useless. Because there's a gazillion different things that you could do. But the only way to figure out what works and what doesn't is by actually taking the action and doing it. And then from there, you learn, get real data back, and then you can make an actual informed decision on the next step to take. Hopefully that makes sense. I tend to ramble a lot, so. But anyway, I'll end the video with this, which is what I would tell myself 5 years ago to help guarantee his success, which is figure out what it is that you want to do, whether it's build an agency, a consulting business, a e-commerce store, whatever the hell it is. Find somebody who is a legitimate expert who has actually done what it is that you want to do. Like, they have legit results that they can show, and they've got a proven track record, and they're credible, and you actually know, like, they're legit. Find that person, pay them to teach you how they did it, and pay them for their system or blueprint or whatever the proven system is that got them to where they are. Pay them for that, and then literally follow every fucking thing that they tell you to do. Follow every step that they tell you to take, and don't overthink it. Don't think, just do the process. Just follow what they say. That's what I would tell myself 5 years ago. Obviously, with the caveat that you need to make sure that who you decide to work with and pick and learn from is legit, and they've actually done and achieved what it is you're looking to do, so that their process is actually proven. But once you're given the proven process, don't think, just do it. Just follow it. They're the expert who already made it there and who already has done what you're looking to do. So why question them? Obviously, this is my overthinking brain coming in again, but question everything. But at the same time, when you found somebody who's actually done what you're looking to do and they have a proven system, get the damn system and just follow it. But anyway, before I ramble anymore, I'll leave you guys with that. So hopefully the video was helpful. Feel free to give me a follow on Instagram. I'll leave the link to that below. And if you want my help to build and monetize your personal brand the right way, then I'll leave the link below to booking a call with me, where I'm actually looking to work with people completely for free to get some really good case studies, results, and testimonials. So feel free to book that call, and we can see if we can work together. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.